Hello there, Apba fans, football fans, and Apba football enthusiasts, to Howard Street Field here on the banks of the Saginaw River in Bay City, Michigan, where the Michigan Wolverines are battling the Michigan State Spartans. Wolverines leading this one 13-10 at the half, and that's where we're going to pick up. Go over a little bit of halftime statistics here, as both teams have moved the ball up and down the field, but scoring has been the trouble. Michigan has 270 yards total offense, with Blake Corum, 11 carries, 128 yards, and J.J. McCarthy, 117 yards passing. Michigan State Spartans, Walker, the running back, he has 75 yards rushing. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 carries, 75 yards. And Thorne has 130 yards passing and a touchdown. Michigan will be kicking off here. Michigan State will be receiving the ball first here in the second half. And this is the 2022 Michigan Wolverines. This is not the national championship team, but from the year before. This year, I believe, is the year they got beat by T.C.U. very badly in the college football playoffs. And this is the 2021 Michigan State Spartans. They had two losses in the season that year, and they actually beat Michigan in the real world. And this is the best Spartan team I had. So that's why we chose these teams here. And plus, these two teams are playing this afternoon. So enough about that. Jake Booty teeing the ball up at the 35-yard line. And let's get ready to play second half action of the Wolverines against the Spartans. Moody, 46 is a 1. He drills it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan State will be taken over at their own 25-yard line. Once again, I will try to keep the sliding clock caught up here, but I do keep the official time on my score sheet. So Peyton Thorne. What we got the 10-sided floating index. Michigan has a 43 offense, Michigan State a 38 defense, so Michigan's a +5. Michigan State 38 offense to 42 for the defense of Michigan, so Michigan State is a -4. So Michigan will be seeing more of the grade A index than Michigan State will be. Enough about that. Let's call the first play from scrimmage. The first play, they're going right back to the play they've been running a lot. They're going to go inside with Kenny Walker. Handoff, Thorne to Walker. 8 is going to put them in the B index. They're actually going to go with a BD 24, 22, 4-yard gain on first down for Kenny Walker. 79 yards on the day. We have ourselves a second down. 6 to go. Second down, they're going to go short pass. Short pass to Jaden Reed. Back in the pocket, Thorne, can he get protection? He does get some protection. 42's a 9, that could be decent. 3's and up with the A receiver, that'll put him in the B index. 36 puts them in the standard. Actually, they're going to go to the 3 line, the D line. Even. 42 is a 9. Completes it for 5 yards. 5-yard catch for Jaden Reed. That is his third catch today for 56 yards total. Third down. 1 to go. And they're going to come back and they're going to hand it off to Kenny Walker. 3rd and 1. 44 is a 6. He's going to bust through there. 3 puts him in the C index. Second dice roll, 56. He's going to put him in the standard. 44 is the 6. He gets through there and he gains 9 yards. He's having a decent day. He's up to 88 yards rushing today on the 15 carries. Michigan State has a 3rd down conversion. What they're going to do on 1st down here now? Looks like they're going to go medium pass and try to open it up a little bit. They're looking for Trey Mosley, the sophomore, back in the pocket. Thorne, 14. That is a penalty. It's a 35. We have a 5.25 on my penalty chart. That is going to be a defensive holding. Let's see what the play shakes out to be on the defensive holding. 16's a 20, incomplete pass, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down. They are just shy of midfield. They're going to run the same kind of play, but this time they're going to run it to Jalen Naylor. Medium pass. Thorne. 61 is a 13. So 9, they're going to be in the A index. 36. Going to put them in the D line. Left column. 13. We have a F43, so we got a fumble. F43-13. F43-13. 2F09. Got to use the Phil Malloy chart. 1 through 13. The play stands. Dice rolls a 7. So it hits him for Naylor. Naylor goes 2 yards. Fumbles. Offense recovers it. The recovering is Walker. And Walker's just going to fall on the ball. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go. With 12:45 left here. Didn't want to let Walker run at the ball because his card is not rated for fumble runs. So they're at the 50-yard line, 2nd down and 8. But they'll let him run it now, going back inside to Kenny Walker. Has been their main play today, 2nd and 8. 22 is a 4. He's going to get another decent run. C index. Standard. 22 is a 4. 9 more yards. 97 yards on the day for Walker. Michigan has no answer to the powerful running back. And now they got herself that's a 1st down. And to keep that clock moving, we're down to 12:15. And Michigan State down by 3, marching down the field. They're going to throw a little short pass, 2. And Connor Hayward back in the pocket, looking around. Thorne, 51 is a 7. 2. C index goes up to the B. 61 puts him on a 1 line. There's going to be a blitz. 51 is a 7. Going to go up to 5. Yard pass to Hayward. 149 passing for Thorne today. 12-yard to Hayward. That is a 2nd catch for 22 yards. Another 1st down for Michigan State. as they are methodically moving down the field. They are down to the Michigan 29-yard line. Walker getting a workout this drive. They're going inside to Walker again from the 29. 36 is an 18. Got to move further down the field. 7 puts them in the B index. 51 puts them in the D. 36, 18. 4 yards. 101 yards on the day. We have ourselves a second down. 6 to go. 25-yard line. Medium pass to Reed. Taking a shot. Looking for the end zone. Thorne. 43 is a 29. He is going to get sacked. Michigan put some pressure on him. 0 puts him in the A index. Second dice roll, 31. Puts them in the standard. 30. He loses 10 yards. Actually, it's 7 yards. First time he has been sacked. And what a big one by the Michigan Wolverine defense. Backs him up 7 yards. Now they got a critical third down. I always like to take a shot at the end zone down there if there's a decent quarterback card, because it's so hard once you get compressed down there to get in the end zone. And now they're pretty much forced to do it again. Thorne from the 32-yard line. And it's took a medium pass to Mosley. And 13 is a 12. Looks like this drive is going to fizzle. 0 puts them in the A index, 56. Going to be a nickelback. Going to stay in the D. They have 13 was the 12. That will be the incomplete pass to Mosley. So the drive fizzles with a big sack by the Wolverines. Could not convert on third down that time. 10.5 minutes left here. On comes the field goal kicker to try and tie this game back up. Here comes Matt Coughlin. 32-yard line, so this will be a 49-yarder, but we use the 32-yard line for the chart here. 43 is a 33. It is going to be a F9. It is a fumbled snap. So F9, 46. -7. So we got the fumble, 49-yard attempt. We got a fumble. It goes back 7 yards. And 11. Coughlin has it. There's nothing he can do with it because his running column is actually the punt column. So that is it. Michigan takes over at the 39-yard line. As Michigan State drives all the way down the field, and they cannot score. And here comes the Wolverines offense. Their first time having the ball here in the second half, leading 13-10. J.J. McCarty out. He's at the helm. Michigan, they got the 3-point lead. They got a field goal just before the half. They drove down. As time expired in the first half, kicked a field goal. And that's how they got the 13-10 lead. So far, Corum 128 yards, and that seems to be the play they're going to run. They're going to go inside run to Corum. They're a +5 on my floating index. 3 will put them in the B index. 46 puts them in the standard. They got the keyed on them. 62 is a 24. Drop to 26. Corum, 2 yards. 130 yards on the day. Second down. 8 to go. Second and 8, they're going to throw a short pass to Roman Wilson. McCarty back in the pocket, looking around for Roman Wilson. 6. That'll bump him up to the grade A. He's a B reliever, but with the A index. So he's at A. 22, puts them into G. 24 is a 15. 7-yard pass to Wilson. McCarthy up to 124 yards passing. That is the first catch today for Wilson. So 7 yards. Gonna make it third down. 1 to go. What they're gonna call on 3rd and 1. I think they're gonna go the inside run to Corum. See if they can't get that first down. Here's the handoff. A lot of big guys in their handoff. Right, Corum. 46 is a 22. 8 puts them into A indexed. 33 puts them in the G. 46, 22. 3-yard run for Corum. What a big first down. That's Michigan coming down to try to take the 2-score lead. They are 2 for 4 on third down conversions now. They have not seen a lot of third downs. It's a lot of explosive plays here. Corum out for a play. They're bringing in Edwards to run one. So their +5 goes to a +3 on the offensive index. +3 handoff, Edwards. +3, 0 puts them into A index. 43 puts them into standard. And we got the 43 is a 28. He is tackled for no gain. Edwards, 3 carries today. 35 yards. No gain for Edwards. 2nd and 10. They're going to come back and they're going to throw a short pass to Edwards on 2nd and 10. 65 is an 18. That ball's in a flutter. Incomplete. Now we have a third down. Ten to go. Throw a screen pass on 3rd and 10 to Cornelius Johnson. See if they can't gain some of the yardage back. Maybe it's 4-down situation. Not sure. McCarthy. 24 is a 15. Let's see how this shakes out. 8 puts them into A. 63 puts them into nickelback. So that's going to add a yard if it's a gain, because that'll be the same as a run. 24. 24 is a 15. 5 yard ends up being a 6-yard completion. 6 yards to Johnson. He has 4 catches today, 39 yards. So what they're going to do here on 4th and 4, they're leaving the offense out on the field. They're at that part of the field where it's too far for a field goal. They really don't want to punt it away. So on 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. What will Jimmy Harbaugh dial up? McCarthy back in the pocket. He's looking for Schoonmaker. 45 is a 13. Oh, the 13 is always a murky 1, 2. That puts him in a B. That's going to bump him up to the grade A. 34. Going to put them in the D. We got ourselves a 3-yard completion. They do not get the first down. They are stopped on downs today for the second time. Schoonmaker got it. He went 3 yards. His 5th catch. But they are short of the line to gain. And we have a turnover on downs. So far, the struggle continues here. And here comes Spartans. Chance again to come down, either tie it or take the lead. What they're going to do this drive here? Last time they were running Walker quite a bit. Looks like this time they're going to come out a little more passing on this one here. So first down. Short pass to Josh Naylor. Thorne seeing what he can do. 0 puts him in the A index. 33 puts him in the standard line. 35 is an 8. 13-yard completion to Naylor. Spartans off to a good start to this drive here. Naylor, after the fumble last time, comes back with a solid catch. 13 yards, puts him across midfield. Down to 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Once again, looking for a short pass, looking for Connor Hayward. Little dump off out of the backfield. Oh, that's going to get some yardage. 4, season a bump up to the B. 55, going to put him in the D. 33 is a 4. 13-yard completion, first down plus 3. Hayward another 13 yards. 3 catches. 35 yards. And Spartans on the drive again. Last time they got down here, they tried that medium pass and they ended up getting sacked. So right now, they're going to run an inside run to Walker. 9. With an index of -4. That's going to put them in the B index. 52 is going to put them in the D. 42 is the number. 42 is a 16. Walker, 12 more yards. 113 yards on the day. He has been a workhorse. They're down to the 22-yard line. Another first down. How many carries does he have now? 18 carries. He averages just over 20 a game, but in a game like today, he could go as high as 30. They'll do what they have to do here. They'll try and upset the Wolverines. First down. Short pass. Jaden Reed. Between the 10 and the 30 now. 7. That's going to be a B index, but Reed will get him up to the A. 31's going to put him in a standard. Nice toss. 15 is a 6. 15-yard pass to Reed. Reed is up to 71 yards receiving. on his 4 catches. They're right down to the 7-yard line. Keeping that clock moving down to the 5.5-minute mark now. First down, 7-yard line, handoff, inside. Kenny Walker. 16 is a 25. That is going to be no gain for Walker. Michigan defense trying to stiffen up. Second down from the 7. Going to throw a little short pass to Trey Mosley. Thorne looking for Mosley. 56 is a 19. That ball's going to go incomplete. We are looking at a third down now. There's another drive looking like it might fizzle. Third down from the 7-yard line. They're going to run. An end run. They're going to run. Jaden Reed out of the pistol. Outside run. Jaden Reed. Some trickery. 65's a 21. That's not going to get him there. That's a C index. 51 on the 3rd and 7. That actually put them in the right. They were in the D. 21. And he gets no gain. 65, 21. Jaden Reed, no gain. And now we have 4th down with 4:15 left in the 3rd quarter. And on comes the kicker. On comes Coughlin to try again to tie this game up. Last time there was a fumble. This time 23. On the kicking numbers of 16 from the 7-yard line. 16. It is blocked. 16 is a block kick. He cannot get it through. Again, we have ourselves a X10. X10 24. Unbelievable. X10 24 -4 to the D1. Harrell recovers it at the 11-yard line. So 24 is blocked this time. And Michigan's going to take over. So 4 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Michigan got the ball back after the blocked field goal, leading 13-10. See if they can't come down and do something, because neither team has scored here in the 3rd quarter. First play from the 11-yard line. Blake Corum inside. 21's a 19. You might get a couple yards on this. 6 puts them in the A index. 13 puts them in the G. 21 is the 19. You end up getting 5 yards on that. A little more than I thought he would. Blake Corum, 5 yards. 138 on the day. So it'll be 2nd down. 5 to go. And a powerful little run there by Blake Corum. That gets them to the little bit bigger part of the field. They're past the 14-yard line, so Blake Corum, 14 carries, 138 yards. And they're going to run him again. They're going to run Blake Corum again inside between the tackles. 16 is a 24. 1 puts him in the C index. Second dice roll. 31 puts him in the standard. 24. He does not gain a yard. Oh, the conservative play calling here for the Michigan Wolverines. As we got 3 minutes left here. Third quarter. It is third down, 5 to go. And they're going to try a little short pass to Ronnie Bell, see if they cannot move the chains. McCarty back, looking around. 26 is a 17. He's kind of struggling a little bit. 2, that's a B, puts him into the A. 41. Puts them into D. 26 is a 17. That ball goes incomplete to Ronnie Bell. So Michigan, they are 3 and out. They got to punt the ball away. An incomplete pass. And this will be Robbins' first punt of the day. So punting from their own 16-yard line. Robbins, 52. 52 is a 14. 34 yards, and this is going to be a fair catch by Reed. So no return. 34 yards. 4, 10, 20, 30. Not a very good kick. Michigan State taking over right at midfield with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the rough and tumble third quarter here at Howard Street Field in Bay City, Michigan. So what they're going to do this time? Last time they tried to pass the ball down there. They died down there close. This time they're going to come out and they're going to run Walker on first down. Run Kenny Walker, 50-yard line. Oh, 55 is a 15. That could be a good run. 4 puts him in the C index. Second dice roll. 22 does put him in the G. You got the 15. Squirts there through there for 9 yards. 122 yards today for Kenny Walker. And that puts them in a maybe take a shot kind of a down on 2nd and 1. Will they just play it easy and go for the first down, or will they take a shot? They're going to throw a medium pass to Naylor on 2nd and 1. See if they can't break a big play here. 13's a 12. So 2 C index goes up to the B. 16 puts them into 3, the G line. 12 is an incomplete pass. The play looked like it was open, and Naylor could not make the catch. Now we have ourselves that 3rd and 1. They're going to come back and they're going to hand it off to Walker inside. Try and move the chains. Hand off Walker. 14. 14 is a 35. That's a penalty. We got a 1:35 on a running penalty. 1:35 is going to be an offensive holding. Oh, boy. Let's see what the result of the play would have been. Oh, he would have got it. He would have got it with a 51-15, so they're going to back it up 10 yards. Just a tough penalty. 5th penalty today for 35 yards for the Michigan State Spartans. And once again, shooting themselves in the foot. So now they got 3rd down and 11 to go. They're going to go on 3rd and 11. Medium pass to Mosley. Taking a shot here. Back in the pocket. Peyton Thorne looking for Mosley. 54 is a 36. It's another penalty. This time the penalty number is a 214. 214 on a pass. It is a false start penalty. Little pre-snap penalty. Back it up another 5 yards. They think they got the right play call. They're going to go medium to Mosley. 3rd down, 3rd and long. Thorne looking around. 34 is a 35. A 3rd consecutive penalty. We got a 3:45 this time. That is a 17. I believe that's going to be the offensive pass interference, illegal shift offense. So let's see what the play would have ended up. On a medium to Mosley. Oh, 33 would have been a 4. That would have been a tremendous play, but it is a pre-snap penalty, another 5 yards. We're down to 1 minute left here, and they have themselves a 3rd down and 21 to go. They can't even seem to get a decent play off. Medium pass to Naylor. 3rd and a mile. Thorne looking for Naylor. 32 is a 26, and he's going to take off scrambling in the B index. Nobody was open. 15 is a 15, and he scrambles for 25 yards. Oh, he's going to get the 1st down. Wow. 25-yard scramble for Thorne. 3 carries today for 29 yards. Unbelievable play by Thorne. 25 yards. 1. And there they are. Michigan, 36-yard line with 30 seconds left here. All those penalties, and they're able to still get the 1st down on a Peyton Thorne. Just scramble right down the field. Last play of the 3rd quarter, they're just going to go inside run. To Walker. Oh, another big dice roll. 6 puts them in the B index. 32. Standard. 55. 15. 18-yard run for Walker. 140 yards on the day. We are going to the 4th quarter. It's once again Michigan State threatening to score. So as we go to the 4th quarter, let's talk a little bit about how we got here. 1st quarter, there was no scoring at all. Then the 2nd quarter early, Michigan, Moody had a 34-yard field goal. Michigan State, Coughlin, 25-yard field goal. And then with 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, Corum had a 1-yard run, and then MSU with 1:39 left in the half come back, and Mosley had an 11-yard reception from Thorne. That tied it back up at 10, and then Moody hit a 39-yard field goal as time expired, and that got us to 13-10 at the half. Now in the 3rd quarter, we had another scoreless quarter. Although Michigan State seems like they've had the ball the whole quarter, and they've been in the red zone quite a bit. And here they are once again. They're down at the Michigan 18-yard line as we start 4th quarter action. With the Wolverines trying to hold on to a 13-10 lead. So what's the call going to be on 1st down? They're going to do a short pass. Connor Hayward from the 18-yard line. 24. Is he 7? The B bumps up to the A index. 16 puts him in the G. 24, 16. Completes it for 1 yard to Hayward. 191 yards passing for Thorne today, so he's been erratic. But he has completed some passes. He has not been bad. So 2nd down, 1 yard gain. Let's keep that clock going. 2nd down, 9 to go, 17-yard line. They're going to run Hayward. They're going to run Walker inside between the tackles. 44 is a 6. So 5 puts them in the C index. 2nd down, 41. That puts them in the D. 44 is the 6. 5-yard run for Walker. 145 on the day. Third down. Gains 5. We have ourselves a 3rd down and 4 to go. They're going to do a short pass on 3rd and 4. 2. Jaden Reed. Can Thorne make a play on 3rd and 4? 65 is at 18. That ball looks like it's going to be incomplete. 7 puts him in the B index, goes up to A. Ooh, 15 on a 3rd and 4. Looks like Michigan is in a blown coverage. A 3rd and 4. That's actually goes to my D chart. 15 during the standard. 65, 18. Incomplete pass to Reed. So once again, they could not get the 1st down. It is 4th down. And out trots the field goal kicker for the 3rd time to try and get the field goal to tie this thing up. Coughlin, this time is going to be a 29-yard field goal. Kicking from the 12-yard line. 16 is a 22. From the 12-yard line. It is good. Barely gets through the upright. So Coughlin with a 29-yard field goal. And this game is tied up with 13 and a half minutes left. So Coughlin kicking off from the 35-yard line. We are tied with 13 and a half minutes left in the game. We got Henning and Wilson are deep for the Wolverines. And here's the kickoff by Matt Coughlin. 62 is a 17. That ball is in the end zone. It will not be returned. And here comes the Wolverines from the 25-yard line. After a rough 3rd quarter where they ran about 8 or 9 plays and really didn't do much with the ball, the Wolverines have to come out. Let's see if they can get some momentum going here. 1st down. Here comes J.J. McCarty. Right now we have 15 carries for 138 yards today for Corum. So he's been the story of the day, and that's what they're going to start off with. They're going to run Corum. Inside run. 1st down. 7 puts them in the A index. 53 puts them in the D. Dice roll 24. 24 is an 18. 4-yard run for Corum. 142 yards on the day. Not quite the play they were looking for, but still keeps them ahead of the chains. They got a second down, 6 to go. Second and 6. They're going to throw a short pass. Short pass to Cornelius Johnson. Can McCarty make a play here? 51 is a 6. That should get some yardage here. The 1 puts them in the C, so they bump up to the B. 36. Puts them in a 1 line. 51 to 6. Completes it for a first down plus 1. So 7-yard completion to Johnson. And that will move the chains. Johnson, 5 catches, 46 yards. They're out past the 35-yard line. 12.5 minutes left in the game. They're going to try and get Corum outside on this one here. Been running mostly inside, but they're going to try and get him around the edge. Outside run. Blake Corum. 15 is a 15. 6 puts them in the A index. They're in the standard. 15 is a 15. Corum gets around the edge. 16. No, I got to go to the 15 is a 15. He runs it for 24-yard run for Corum. 166 yards on the day. What a big run. They're trying to change field position here. 4, 10, 20. They are down to the 40-yard line of Michigan State already. As Michigan State had so many opportunities down there to take the lead. They were not able to. So Corum out of the game for a couple plays. Then comes Donovan Edwards. They're going to go to a +3 on their offensive index. Edwards inside, +3. Going to put him in the C index. 34. Puts him in a standard. 52. 26. Edwards cannot gain a yard. So in relief of Corum, Edwards been struggling. That puts us at 11:30 left in the game, and we got ourselves a 2nd and 10. And they're going to throw a little screen pass to Edwards. 2nd and 10. JJ back, looking. 41's a 22. That ball's going to be an incomplete pass on the screen pass. Now we have ourselves a 3rd down. 10 to go. Can JJ make a play here? They're going to go short pass to Schoonmaker. Try and get, at least make a manageable 4th down if they go for it on 4th down. But on 3rd down, JJ looking for Schoonmaker. 64 is a 9. That might get him a couple yards. 0 puts him in the A. 56. They're actually running a nickel back. Puts him down to the B. We got the 9. Completes it for 5 yards. And we got decision time again. 5-yarder to Schoonmaker. 39 yards receiving on the day. Another time they cannot convert on 3rd down. So they're at the 35-yard line. 4th down. And they're sending out the field goal kicker. They're going to see if Moody can hit a 52-yarder to give the Wolverines the lead back in quite a struggle today here on Howard Street. Moody, 52-yard field goal. 56 is a 19 from the 35. That ball's not even close. It is wide to the left. It was short. So 52, no good. The Spartans take the ball. Almost up to midfield with 10.5 minutes left in the game. Here comes the Spartans from their own 42-yard line. 10.5 minutes left in the game. We are tied at 13. As this has become quite the defensive struggle today. Teams have given up yardage, but they have not given up the points. So first down. Walker. He does have 22 carries today. He's been the bell cow today. They're going to run him inside from the 42-yard line. That's going to put him in the B index. 13 puts him in the G. 56. 24. He is stopped for no gain on that one. So second down. 10 to go. What they're looking to do here on 2nd and 10. They're going to go a short pass to Mosley. Can Thorne make a play? Can he bring the Spartans down here at a critical time of the game? 23 is a 27. He is going to scramble with it. He's going to scramble in the C index. Last time he scrambled, he got a lot of yardage. Snake Eyes is a K. He might be busting loose again. 26 is a 16. He scrambles for 8 yards. Thorne, 4 carries, 37 yards. His scrambling ability's been huge in the second half here. So we are down to 9.5 minutes. We have ourselves a 3rd down and 2 to go. They're going to run Walker inside on 3rd and 2. See if he can't bust through there and get the first down. Handoff. Kenny Walker, 66 is a K. He is going to get the first down. He's in the C index. 64. Michigan's actually looking for a pass. They went to the blown coverage. They're in the D. So 66 is a K. How far will Walker go? 65 is a 17. He gets 4 yards and a first down. 3rd down conversion. 149 yards on the day for Walker. Looked like that play could have busted for more. We are down to the last 9 minutes of the big arch rival game today. And tonight on Peacock, Michigan does play Michigan State at Michigan State. So 46-yard line. What's the call going to be? They're running them again. This time they're going to run him outside one time here. Walker outside from the 46-yard line. Try to get him around the end. Oh, and he does. 15 is a 15. 3 puts him in the C index. 52 puts him in the D. 15 is a 15. He busts that one for 16 more yards. 165 yards rushing for Walker. What a day he's been having. But it looks like he has to come out for a couple plays. He is getting tired. He is up to 25 carries so far. Now they're leaving him in. So first down, 30-yard line. They're going to a short pass to the fullback / tight end, Hayward. First down from the 30-yard line. 33 off Thorne. That is a 4. 7. That'll be an A index. 14 puts them into G. This is going to be a huge play. 33 is the 4. First down plus 12. 22-yard pass to Hayward. Thorne's up to 213 yards today, and Hayward just a huge catch. 4 catches in the second half of the game, 5 for the day for 58 yards. As Michigan State is knocking on the doorstep again, as they are down to the 8-yard line. We have 8 minutes left in the game. So first down, 8-yard line. They're going to run Walker inside. 13's a 16. That should get some yardage. 3 puts them into C. 64 puts them into blown coverage. They did not play. There's a gaping hole on the defense. 13's a 16. 6-yard run for Walker right down to the 2-yard line. Second down. From the 2. Second and goal. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. What's the call going to be? They're going to run Thorne inside. Walker a break on this one. They're running kind of a semi-quarterback sneak because he's going to try and sneak behind the guard. Handoff. No handoff. Thorne keeps it. 53's a 17. 5 puts them in the C index. 33 on the second dice roll. Puts them in the G. 53, 17. 2 yards. That's a touchdown. Thorne is in the end zone. And Michigan State trying to pull off the upset. Gets a touchdown here with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. And pending the extra point, they could be taking a 20-13 lead. On comes the extra point kicker. He's been having a rough day of it today as he cannot hit field goals. Let's see if Coughlin can put the extra point on the board. 32 is an 11. It is good. The point after touchdown is good. So, here, midway through fourth quarter here on Howard Street Field in Bay City, Michigan, the Spartans take a 20-13 lead. So 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game, and a well-fought game. The Spartans take a 20-13 lead. Coughlin kicking off from the 35. We got Henning and we got Wilson deep. Here's the kickoff from Coughlin. 26 is a 1. That ball's 9 yards deep in the end zone. It will be a touchback. And here comes the Wolverines from the 25-yard line. And they have to get something going here now. As time is starting to tick away. But right now they still got their full playbook open. Can McCarty get this team down the field to tie this game back up? What do you have at halftime? Halftime he had 117 yards passing, so he only had 28-yard passing since the half. And they're going to come out throwing the ball on first down, throwing a short pass to Cornelius Johnson. McCarthy looking for Johnson. 55. That will be a completion. 9 puts him in the A index. 66 puts them in the D, and they're going to find defensive play. It's going to be a double cover on them. 55 is a 4, drop to a 6. 24-yard pass. 24-yard pass to Johnson. 6 catches, 70 yards. Michigan. Trying to battle down here. They're just shy of midfield. First down, they're showing a little bit of a A little bit of hurry up here. McCarthy's actually dropping back. He's looking medium. He's looking downfield to Ronnie Bell. What can he do here to Ronnie Bell? 42 is a 9. So 5. B goes to the A index. 35. That is going to put them in the D. 42 is the 9. Completes it for 3 yards. Better than nothing. 3 yards. Ronnie Bell, 56 yards on the day. Second down. 7 to go. The official time is 6:15 left. So 2nd and 7. What they gonna call? Looks like JJ McCarthy's going to have a keeper inside. He's going to run one on a design running play. First time today he's done that. Inside run. JJ McCarthy. 44 is a 16. Looks like that might get a little bit of yardage. 6 puts them in the A index. Second dice roll. 51 puts them in the D. 45. 16. 10-yard run for JJ. Yes, 4 carries for a total of 4 yards today now. And that one will move the chains. So 10-yard run. They are down to the 38-yard line of the Michigan State Spartans. We are down to 5:45 left in the game. So Michigan definitely has to come down here and get themselves a touchdown. So first down from the 38, and they're going to run Corum inside. 24 is an 18. That might get a little bit. 9 puts them in the A index. 52. They were looking for a pass. They're going in the D. 18. 4-yard run. Corum keeps Michigan in front of the chains. Second down. 6 to go. 5:15 left in the game. 2nd and 6. J.J. McCarty looking for the big tight end. Schoonmaker. Can J.J. make a play? 46 is a 17. 6, that's going to put them in the A index. 31 puts them in the standard. 46, 17. 4-yard completion. 176 yards today for McCarty. Schoonmaker's up to 43 yards receiving. And we have ourselves a huge 3rd down. 3rd down. 2 to go. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. What's the call going to be on 3rd and 2? They're going Corum inside, and they're in the little meatier part of the field. They're at the 30-yard line. Handoff, Corum. 52's a 26. See if he can't sneak a yard out of that. Wow, 8. Puts him in the A index. 36. Puts them in the G. No, 36 puts them the keyed on them. That is a successful key. Oh, wow. 52, 26, dropped to 28. Corum loses 2 yards. Oh, no. The Wolverine fans can't believe it. 2-yard loss. Now we got a 4th down and 4 to go. Official time is 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. 4th and 4, and Michigan has to go for it. What's the call going to be? They're going to go a little short pass to Ronnie Bell on 4th and 4. This could be the game right here. They're back outside of the 30-yard line. Short pass. 56 is a 19. That ball's going to be an incomplete pass. It is going to be a turnover on downs. JJ cannot hit the pass to Ronnie Bell. We have 4 minutes left. Michigan State taking over with, exactly 4 minutes left. Well, Michigan State Spartans looking to pull off the big upset here today. This team did actually beat Michigan in real life that day. That was one of Michigan's 2 losses that year. Because after that, they went on to win a lot of games in a row. But JJ cannot make the play. Here comes Peyton Thorne at quarterback. We got 4 minutes left in the game. Michigan has to go to a run defense. So first down, Walker, inside run. 26 carries so far today. 33 is a K. 6 puts them in the B. 12 puts them in the G. 33 is a K. And we're going to have an offensive injury on this play. Got to remember that. 33 is a K. What kind of yardage can Walker get? 42 is a 15. He busts through there for a 16-yard run. 16-yard puts him up to 187 yards. Keeps that clock going. 16 yards and an offensive injury. That's all my injuries come from. My defensive chart. Defensive or offensive 32, that is the 05. That is going to be the right tackle. The right tackle is Arcura. He's a J0. He will miss 1 play. He's a 3. He'll be replaced with a 2. So for 1 play, Michigan State will be a -5. And now with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, they're going to run Walker again. He could be looking at 30 carries today. Handoff, Walker against a run defense. 16 is a 25. That will be no gain. And 62, we got a defensive injury now. So we got ourselves a second down. 10 to go. 3 minutes left. And we got to see who is injured on the defense. Defense of 23. That is the D3. Got to be like a linebacker type position. 1, 2, 3. Michael Barrett is injured. He's a J2, so he'll be out for the rest of the game. So we got to find another linebacker. Barrett was a 4. Looks like the other linebacker to come in will be Mullins. He's a 2. So Barrett's going into the medical tent. Mullins is in at linebacker. That puts Michigan State at a -2 now instead of a -4. Michigan's defense drops to a 40. We got ourselves a second down and 10. What's the call going to be with 3 minutes left in the game? Peyton Thorne's going to run one inside. His Walker's looking a little winded. Don't like running my guys 3 times in a row. So inside run against the run defense. Thorne, 56 is a 25. He is not going to gain anything either. Now we have ourselves a 3rd down. With 2.5 minutes left in the game. 3rd down, 10 to go. Michigan's playing more of a straight-up defense. Will the Spartans throw the ball here? 1st down would pretty much put this game away. So 3rd down, 10 to go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thorne is backing up. He's going to throw a short pass to Naylor. 53 is a 10. They're going to be in the A index with the A receiver. 34 is going to put them in the D. 53 to 10. Completes it for 7 yards to Naylor. Not quite enough for the 1st down. 7 yards, 51. Michigan's going to call their first timeout. We have ourselves 4th down with 2:15 left in the game. There's no 2-minute timeout here. That didn't start till last year. Both these cards were pre-2024, so no 2-minute timeout. So out comes the punter from the 45-yard line. They got the lead. They got the 7-point lead, so they don't want to go for it. They just want to punt it away. Behringer's in. See if he cannot pin the Wolverines deep in their own end. Bryce Behringer. 42 is a 4. It is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. What a kick. 41-yard kick. That is his first punt of the day, actually. And it is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And the Wolverines have a slim chance, if any kind of chance at all, because they got to move 96 yards with 2 timeouts from their own 4-yard line. Can J.J. McCarty pull off some kind of a miracle here? So 1st down from the 4. They're just in a little short pass, so anything 9 yards and under will only be a half a play, as they will be getting out of bounds. J.J. McCarty from the 4-yard line, trying to get off the goal line a little bit. Short pass, Cornelius Johnson. 56 is a 19, and that one's going to go incomplete pass to Johnson. For a second there, I thought I saw a 66 coming out. So 2nd down, 10 to go. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 10. Oh, he does not want to get sacked in the end zone. They got to get some kind of a short pass here just to get off the goal line. They're going short pass to Schoonmaker. JJ, back, looking. 15 is a 5. Short pass, 0. Puts them in the A index. 36 puts them in the D. So A index. They're in the D. 15 is a 5. 17-yard completion to Schoonmaker. 193 yards today for McCarthy. Schoonmaker, 60 yards receiving. So they got to slow the clock down here for the timeout, for the 1st down. So Michigan's going to hurry up. They're at the 21-yard line. So that play is only going to be 15 seconds. Because they do stop the clock here in college football. So 1.5 minutes left. They're in a pass defense. JJ has to open it up. Going medium to Bell from the 21-yard line. 64 is a 9. 7, 8 index, 65. There'll be a nickel back, 1 line, and they get the double cover on them. Awesome defense by Michigan State. So 9 drops to 11. It is incomplete pass to Bell. We're down to 1:15 left in the game. Second down. They're going medium pass to Roman Wilson. McCarty back looking for Wilson. 14 is a 32. 8. Going to put him into 8 index. 61. Puts him into 1 line. 32. We got an incomplete pass to Wilson. And now we have a third down. 10 to go. We're down to 1 minute left in the game. Spartan fans, they are celebrating. So 3rd and 10. They're going to try a screen pass. Just see if Johnson can get some yardage here to get a first down, to get a couple Hail Marys maybe. McCarty, screen pass. 2. We go to 8 index. 13. They actually stayed in a standard. They were kind of looking for the screen pass. 15 is a 5. 17-yard completion. So that will move the chains. Johnson, 17 yards, 87 yards receiving on the day. Michigan's on a hurry up. So they stop the clock to move the chains in college football. Under 2 minutes left here. 45 seconds left. They're in a prevent defense. They're going medium pass to Ronnie Bell against a prevent defense. McCarthy, 16 is a 27. Puts him in the 8 index. 62 on a prevent. Puts him in the B. That's a left column. 16 is a 20. It is a W, 65. That is going to be intercepted. Wow, interception, W65. W65, 66. There's the 66 needed, W65. 66. 62 yards. He fired it a long ways, right down to the goal line. And it's intercepted. I didn't realize he had that kind of arm. Let's see who intercepted it here. Got to be one of the deep guys. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to give it to number 3. So Kimbrough, Chester Kimbrough, the cornerback, picks it off at the goal line. So interception. He was looking for Bell. Picked off at the goal line, so they're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line. It is a touchback. We are down to the last 30 seconds in the game. What a disappointing day for the University of Michigan fans. And in case you don't know, I am that University of Michigan fan. So this is very disappointing. Thorne, they're in the victory formation. Goes up there. He kneels on it. And that is it. Michigan not going to call timeout. And then a shocker here. Here in Bay City, Michigan, Spartans, they were wearing their home uniforms. They were the home team here today. They pulled off a 20-13 well-fought battle as they totally shut Michigan down in the second half by using a ball control offense. And they win the game. And we will be back in a minute with some totals. So the final score here at Howard Street Field in Bay City, Michigan on the Apba Broadcasting Network. Michigan State Spartans 20, Michigan Wolverines 13. It tears the heart out of these Michigan fans like myself. Let's go over some team statistics here. Actually, my little write-up is Michigan State in a fierce battle shut out the favored Wolverines in the second half and did enough on offense to win the game. Peyton Thorne played well with big scrambles and a 2-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter. Kenny Walker, 28 for 187, rushing, led the Spartans, and Blake Corum had 19 carries for 168 yards and a touchdown to lead the Wolverines. Overall, this whole game was very close all the way through. The biggest lead, Michigan had a 7-point lead early in the game, and then Michigan State Spartans 7-point lead, so that was the biggest lead either team had. Go down some statistics here. Michigan ran the ball for 203 yards, 7 yards a carry, 7.3. Michigan State, led by Walker, 218 yards. They averaged 6 yards. Michigan 210 yards passing, Michigan State 220. So total yards, Michigan State 438 to Michigan 413. The one turnover in the game was J.J. McCarty trying to rally the team down at the end there through the interception. So ball control, Michigan State 65 plays, Michigan 60 plays. Each team only punted one time. Michigan State was 4 for 9 on third down. Michigan was only 2 for 7. We'll go to the other side and look at some individual statistics today. First, we'll go with the winning team. We'll go with Michigan State, the quarterback. Thorne was 18 for 27 for 220 yards, and he threw the one touchdown. Running, Walker, 28 for 187. And the only other guy that carried the ball was Peyton Thorne. He had 8 carries for 31 yards. Receiving, it was kind of spread around. Reed had 4 catches, 71 yards. Naylor, 5 catches, 31. Mosley, 4 catches for 40. He had the touchdown. And Hayward, 5 receptions for 58 yards. So they spread the offense around pretty good. We'll go to the Michigan side of it now. J.J. McCarty, he was 20 for 31, so he wasn't bad. He had 210 yards. He just could not make the critical throws when needed. Running the ball, we had 19 carries, 168 for Corum. He had a touchdown. Edwards had 4 carries for 35 yards. Receiving, 4 catches for 56 for Bell. He was targeted 10 times, so he only caught 40% of the targets. Schoonmaker, he was targeted 8 times. He caught all 8 of them for 60 yards. Johnson, 7 catches, 87 yards. And then Wilson, 1 for 7. Like I said, both teams punted 1 time. Field goals, Moody was 2 for 3. He tried the long 52-yarder that would have given Michigan a lead there in the second half, and that was wide and it was short. Coughlin tried 4 field goals. 1 was fumbled, 1 was blocked, and he made 2 of them. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. Hope you enjoyed the second half of the big rivalry game here between Michigan and Michigan State. And as always, keep playing the Apba sports games. You can see right here, they're very realistic, and they can be very fun, and they can be very disappointing too. You guys have a great football day. Goodbye.